Hi, my name is Tracy Fitzgerald and I'm a payroll systems trainer with the finance function. The finance function provides solutions for the accounts department. Today is a short video on how to set up a company as an employer in Brightpay. I'm going to switch the screen to Brightpay and show you how to set up the company. When you have installed Brightpay, double-click the Brightpay icon on your desktop. This opens this screen. To set up your company as an employer on Brightpay, click New Employer at the bottom of the Brightpay screen. Here, Brightpay tells you that it needs some details about the employer. Click Next to continue. There are three options to set up Brightpay. Since it's the start of the tax year, click Start at the beginning of the tax year and click Next. On this screen, enter your employer registration number, the company or employer name, and the company address. And click Next. In Brightpay, you have the option of setting up departments, which can be used in payroll processing and analysis. In this example, there are three departments: admin, marketing, and sales. Reports can be generated during the year to see what each department is costing. Click Next to move on to the next screen. In this screen, you set up your typical employee. You may have employees who are in different pay settings. This screen allows you to set up the pay settings for your typical employee. You'll see that there are four drop-down menus for pay frequency, pay basis, pay method, and annual leave entitlement method. This gives you different options for each one. Your typical employee may be paid weekly, fortnightly, 4-weekly, or monthly. The pay basis may be weekly or monthly based on annual salary, hourly rate, or daily rate. The pay method may be cash, check, or credit transfer. The holiday entitlement method may be set number of annual leave days per annum, set number of annual leave days per month in which at least 117 hours are worked, or 8% of hours worked. There's also the option of choosing the typical working days of your typical employee. In this example, the typical employee is paid weekly based on a weekly rate or annual salary, is paid by check, and has 20 annual leave days. The typical working days are Monday to Friday. And click Next. The final screen to set up the new employer is to create the employer data file to be saved on the computer. Enter a password for your Brightpay software and click Save and Finish. The data file saves on your computer and you can choose where it can be saved. Once you've decided where to save it, simply click Save. This is the main screen of the Brightpay software. It's laid out in a very simple way. At the top of the screen are 5 tabs. payroll, analysis, which is reports, employees, employer, and revenue. Click the Employer tab to enter additional employer information. Across the top of the screen, you can see various icons. Edit employer details, departments, hourly rates, daily rates, addition types, deduction types, pension scheme, savings schemes, bank accounts, add, and delete. Below this, the employer details and typical employee settings are the information you filled in during setup. Any changes can be made here and saved. We're going to set up an hourly rate now, so click the hourly rate icon at the top of the screen. This opens a new screen where no hourly rates have been added. Click Add New Hourly Rate. Here you can fill in the name or description of the rate, what the rate is, and you can check whether it's an overtime rate. And click Save. To set up another hourly rate, click the Add button at the top right of the screen. Again, fill in the name or description of the rate and what the rate is. In this example, the rate is an overtime rate. And click Save. Now we're going to set up a daily rate. So click the daily rate icon at the top of the screen. No daily rates have been added, so just click Add New Daily Rate. This is a similar setup to the hourly rate. Fill in the description and rate and check the box only if it's an overtime rate. And click Save. We're going to move on to any additions to pay. Click the Additions Types icon at the top of the screen. In this screen, bonus, commission, dividend, and expense reimbursement is already set up. To add a new addition, click the Add icon at the top of the screen. In this example, holiday pay is being added as an addition. This pay is liable for tax, PRSI, and USC. There are 3 options for default repetition. Applicable to this period only, repeat until manually removed, and repeat up to and including. In this example, we choose applicable to this period only and click Save. Now we're going to add deduction types. Click the Deduction Types icon at the top of the screen. To add deduction types, click the Add New Deduction Type. In this example, the deduction type is Lotto, which isn't liable to any PAYE or PRSI deductions. The amount is €5, and in this example, it will be repeated until manually removed. Click Save. We're going to add a pension scheme now. Click the pension scheme icon at the top of the screen. To add a pension scheme, click Add Pension Scheme. Now fill in the pension name, reference or policy number, the type of scheme, whether it's a retirement benefit scheme, personal retirement savings account, or retirement annuity contract. The contribution can be calculated as a percentage or by a monetary amount. In this example, the contribution is a monetary amount, and click Save. Now we're going to add a savings scheme by clicking the savings schemes icon at the top of the screen. To add a savings scheme, click Add New Savings Scheme. Enter in the name of the scheme and the default employee and employer contribution, and click Save. The last thing we need to do now is set up the bank accounts. Click the bank accounts icon at the top of the screen. To add a bank account, click Add New Bank Account. Fill in the bank name, branch sort code, account number, account name, and the format of the bank payments file. There's an option of 3 files: Bankline, SEPA, and Standard. In this example, we choose Standard and fill in the user or owner ID, volume ID, and the file number, and click Save. We're going to add a second bank account now by clicking Add at the top of the screen. Like before, fill in the bank account details. For the bank payments file, this time we choose Bankline. Now that there are 2 bank accounts, you'll see a line has appeared under the title Account Details, saying this is the primary bank account. You have the option to tick which bank account of the 2 is the primary bank account. And that's it. It's as simple as that to set up the company or employer on Brightpay. If you have any queries on Brightpay or need any help during setup, please contact us using the details on screen. My name is Tracy Fitzgerald, Payroll Systems Trainer with the Finance Function, Solutions for the Accounts Department.